3, 2, 1.
Remember the insane mission in Top Gun Maverick? Flying through valleys, dodging missiles, dropping a bomb right into a vent. Turns out, that wasn't fiction anymore. On June 21, 2025, the US military launched Operation Midnight Hammer, targeting Iran's underground nuclear sites, did with a real-life version of the exact same mission. So how real was it? What actually happened? And why are some people saying it didn't even work? Let's break down the Top Gun-style strike on Iran and the truth buried beneath the surface. After 30 years, Pete Maverick Mitchell is back, not just to fly, but to train a new generation of elite Navy pilots. Their mission? To fly deep into enemy territory and destroy a heavily guarded underground uranium facility built deep inside a mountain surrounded by air defense systems and nearly impossible to reach. The only way in? A low-altitude, high-speed flight through narrow valleys, dropping a bomb right into a small exhaust port. Sound familiar? You're not imagining it, because that exact mission just played out in real life, only days ago. The movie never says the enemy's name. No flags, no accents, no borders. Just a rogue state enriching uranium deep inside a mountain. But if you know a bit of geopolitics, it doesn't take long to connect the dots. Could it be China? What about Russia, North Korea, or Iran? A uranium facility buried inside a mountain, protected by advanced missile systems, and the mission must be completely deniable. The target resembles Fordow, Iran's real-life nuclear site. It's buried under 80 meters of rock and surrounded by SAM systems. In the film, enemy jets are Su-57 Felons, Russian stealth aircraft. Iran has publicly tried to buy those exact jets from Russia. And the mission briefing in the movie? You'll be flying low through valleys, under radar, and if you're caught, Washington will deny everything. This is how real-world gray zone conflict with Iran works. In the final act, Maverick steals and flies an F-14 Tomcat. Here's the thing. No country in the world still operates F-14s, except Iran. Leftovers from the Shah era, before the 1979 revolution. So let's be honest. The movie may be fiction, but we all know exactly who the enemy was meant to be. On June 21, 2025, the United States launched a covert military strike on Iran's nuclear infrastructure. The operation was called Operation Midnight Hammer. The targets? 3 of Iran's most heavily fortified nuclear sites, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. These are not ordinary buildings. Fordow, for example, is buried beneath 80 meters of rock and concrete. It's literally built inside a mountain. So this wasn't just any airstrike. To pull it off, the US deployed 7 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers, each carrying GBU-57 MOPs, massive ordnance penetrators. These bombs don't explode on impact. They penetrate deep into the ground, drilling like steel termites through layers of rock and concrete. Once they detect open air, a chamber, a tunnel, a hollow vault, that's when they detonate. That's why satellite images after the strike didn't show giant fireballs. No smoke, no flames, just perfectly round craters where the bombs went in. At the same time, over 30 Tomahawk cruise missiles were launched from a US submarine in the Persian Gulf, targeting air defense systems and supporting infrastructure. According to US officials, the operation was a success. Iranian officials, on the other hand, claimed the damage was minor, calling it a failed provocation. But satellite analysts suggest the truth is somewhere in between. The sites were damaged, but not destroyed. But while the mission looked like a scene from Top Gun, there were some major differences. In Top Gun Maverick, the mission is chaos, flying through narrow valleys at Mach speed, dodging surface-to-air missiles, getting chased by enemy stealth fighters, and barely escaping alive. In real life, it was more like a smooth highway run, with no traffic. There were no dogfights, no deadly missile launches, no enemy jets scrambling to intercept. Why? because Israeli forces had already done the dirty work. In the days leading up to the US strike, Israeli cyber attacks and air raids had crippled Iran's air defenses, disabling radar systems, jamming communications, and even hitting some SAM launchers directly. So by the time the B-2 bombers arrived, there was almost nothing left to shoot at them. So, was Fordow actually destroyed or just shaken up? Has a decades-old enmity suddenly ended just because President Trump wants Iran and Israel to kiss and make up? Was this strike just an American show, designed to please Netanyahu and keep Trump's favorite regime alive? And maybe the real question isn't about bombs at all. Maybe the world would have been safer, not with bunker busters, but with an Iranian government willing to open the front door and let international inspectors walk in through the main entrance, instead of blasting a bomb down a vent. But now, it's your turn. Do you think this strike changed anything? Or was it all just smoke and mirrors? Could this really be the beginning of peace? Or just the same endless conflict kept alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to catch the next orange when it drops.